welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. So आज का वीडियो आप में से ये एक सब्सक्राइबर ने कमेंट्स में सजेस्ट किया था. काफ़ी सारे सजेशंस थे, उनमें से एक था द बुक्स दैट आई लव. सो आई लव रीडिंग बुक्स. सो फर्स्ट थिंग फर्स्ट, जिन्होंने ये रेकमेंड किया था, आई कैन नॉट pronounce it right, so I'm just going to say the username, that is ASMONBALD7002. so thank you so much for the recommendation. Although बहुत सारे लोगों ने recommend किया नहीं है, so you know who I'm talking about. So thank you so much, and if you guys want me to make video on something, you can also comment it down below, and I would make if I could. So let's get started with this video. So this video is about the books that I have read and loved. So first of all, it is not any genre based. I've not picked a genre and like then made this list. It's just the books that I have loved, and it has poetry in it, it has drama in it, it has novels in it. So let's get started. First of all, I'm not a very rom-com kind of a person. I have read rom-coms and I don't anymore. So if you are here for that, so the only two rom-coms that I remember that I read बहुत पहले is The Notebook and Two States by Chetan Bhagat. These are the only two books that I think I read and I loved. और इन दोनों पे अब movies बन चुकी हैं, so you can go watch them also. But I would recommend you to read the books because it has more content in it, and also थोड़ी आपकी imagination भी use आती है. So I always prefer books before movies or web series. Well, now the ones that I am really excited to share with you guys. So the first one is a ode, and ode is basically a very long poetry. मतलब there is more to it, but the easiest way to explain is कि एक बहुत लंबी poetry को ode कहते हैं, and this is amongst the most longest odes that I have read. So this the name is Intimations of Immortality from Recollection of Early Childhood. ये विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ ने लिखी है, and it is an amazing ode that I have read. Basically इसमें विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ talks about the different phases from an infant to teenage to early like adulthood, and all those phases, and how जब हम पैदा होते हैं we are so close to the nature, we are so close to the universe कि because we are new to the world, everything excites us, we are closer to our emotions as well. कैसे हम छोटी छोटी बातों पे खुश हो जाते हैं, एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं, एंड ऑल्सो आवर इमोशंस आर वेरी ओवर द टॉप. लाइक रो रहे हैं तो एवरी वन नोज दैट वी आर क्राइंग. इफ वी आर लाफिंग दैट लाउड एज वेल. एंड लिटिल थिंग्स लाइक इसी पोएम का ये एग्जाम्पल है कि इफ़ देर इज़ अ किड और उसके सामने एक लीफ है और वो हवा से हिल रही है, that is so exciting for that kid, and we all have gone through it, we know that. But for you and me it is not the same excitement. हम शायद notice भी नहीं करते इन चीज़ों को, but when we were kids we used to enjoy such little simple things. So basically the whole ode is about how slowly we start getting detached from these simple things. So I really loved it, and I think everyone should read it once in their life because हम सब relate करेंगे उससे. And I know इसकी English is a little tough, so I think Google पे there must be a simpler translation of it or something, and if not, and if you want me to translate it and tell you the entire story in depth with all the metaphors and everything, I can do that too. If you want me to do that, do comment down below. Now the second recommendation, so I am not a big fan of self-help books. I don't get it because also I have not read many. The first one that I read was The Secret, and I did not like it. No offense to people who did, but I personally did not like it. But one of my friends recommended me Ikigai, And Ikigai, I loved that book. And the reason why I loved it, because it talks about a village in Japan where people live up till 100 years, and it talks about the culture and the way they live and all those things. So that interests me. So I love that book, and I think there is a second part of it, but I haven't uh, got my hands on it yet. Maybe I might read and will tell you later. But for now, Ikigai is a good. The original Ikigai is a good book according to me. The third one is Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. So this is a science fiction. It has elements of horror, crime, suspense. So if you like such genres, you're going to love this book. It is a very suspenseful and good book. So yeah. Now the fourth one is, it is a drama that I loved, and I read this in my graduation. That means back in 2016, 17, I guess. So, and I loved it. The name is Lady Windermere's Fan by Oscar Wilde, and this drama is set in Victorian times, and it talks about Victorian cultures, and it is a comedy of manners, and the whole drama is about true morality and how appearance of morality looks like which is true for us also. Like there are so many people who appear to be very moral, but there's so many things that they do which are morally incorrect, and then there are people who are truly that moral. So it's just set in Victorian setting, and it is an amazing drama. It is comedy. You love it. There are such good satires. So if you're someone who likes reading dramas, you can go for this one. And if you like reading comedy, the next one is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. So I wrote my research paper on this when I was doing my masters, and it is again a very good book. But if you're a sensitive person and you cannot take uh, darker themes, do not read this book. So this book is about bipolar disorder, and Sylvia Plath, this is the only book that she has written. Otherwise, she's a poet, and she's known for her darker themes. This book, because I did my research paper, I know things like this particular book was released after her death, and she committed suicide. So her kids gathered all the papers and then made a book out of it. What she was writing, they found those papers, they gathered them, and then this book was published. So it is basically her story about her own struggles. So she has uh, shared the struggles of a bipolar disorder in a story. So I love the book. I have read it. But if you are someone who cannot take such dark themes, do not read it. But if you love or you want to know and feel that emotion, or maybe get to know that, you can go ahead and do it. And the last one is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Now this book is about so Joseph Conrad is a British person, and he has written this book. The book is on the premise that this person goes to the darker parts of Africa, and this book is based on the time when they were invading Africa and how they manipulated Africans and how they managed to make them worship Britishers. And Africans were they're talking about cannibals, people who eat men, and they manipulated them in such a way that they oppressed them, they treated them bad, slavery. We know the history, so it is a point of view of that time and what actually happened in those times. Again, a very good book, and I really loved it when I read it. So yeah, these are the recommendations from my side, and I hope you all like the video. I can make more such videos if you want. Do comment down below if you want me to make more such videos, or if you have any idea. And that's it. I hope you like the video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.